Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is March 22nd, 2022, almost 1 week after St. Patrick's Day, and nothing happened this year. Did you guys realize that? Shamrock and Awe was just not a thing this year, whatsoever. That blows my mind, because I don't know what's worse, the fact that they didn't do a Shamrock and Awe event, or the fact that I've come to expect so little from Sledgehammer Games and Call of Duty Vanguard that I didn't even notice until right now that there was no event this year. Like, back in the day, we're going to look at some trailers here. We're going back in time here. Back to Call of Duty World War II, back to games like Modern Warfare Remastered, which was like a second golden age in the COD franchise, in my opinion. Between Modern Warfare Remastered, Call of Duty World War II, and Black Ops 4. Like, those three games in a row were so much fun for me personally. It took me back to the old days of, like, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, like the good old days, right? And back in these games, we had events. We had things to look forward to during the year. Right now, we just have seasons that are just not even really seasons anymore. I mean, Season 2 Reloaded. Did you see what they're doing to zombies? I forgot to include this in yesterday's video. They're adding a pause feature. Like, how many months into the game's life cycle? Over 4 months into the game's life cycle, we're getting a pause button in zombies, and that's like a big selling point. It's like, how do we go from what we see in these trailers right here to the current state of Call of Duty Vanguard? I don't understand. I really don't. Like, hopefully Microsoft just really takes this entire franchise and turns it around, man, because I've come to expect so little from COD that I forgot all about Shamrock and Awe, which used to be a staple here in the franchise. Back in the day, we'd have, like, Winter Siege, we would have Shamrock and Awe, we would have Days of Summer, we had, like, all these big seasonal events, stuff to look forward to, stuff to do. And now they're like, yo, Season 2 Reloaded, go play Arms Race. It's like, no. Oh, it's so disappointing, man. It's so disappointing. I mean, events have gotten worse year after year. Let's not deny that. I will say Winter Shipment was cool. From a thematic standpoint, I thought that the Winter Shipment that we had here in Call of Duty Vanguard was pretty cool when I could see it, because remember that the game was so busted back when that map was out that the map just looked like this, and you couldn't actually tell what was happening. So, dude, I wish, man, like, being a COD YouTuber is a blessing. It really is. Like, being able to just play video games and make videos and talk about, you know, this game franchise I've been playing for over 15 years. Like, it's a blessing. It really is. I love every aspect of it. I just wish COD was in a much better state now. You know, being like, somebody made an equivalent in the comments of one of my previous videos. He said, being a COD commentator these days is like being a sports announcer during like an absolute blowout game where nothing's happening. It's just like you're digging into like the back material here. You're talking about like the players' home lives and stuff like that. Like, you have nothing to talk about besides what is happening with this game. How disappointing is this game? Can I start revealing, like, Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 at this point? Because if we're not even going to be doing, like, holiday events or anything like that, and Season 2 Reloaded is completely just awful, and we still apparently have 4 seasons between now and the next COD, like, I have no idea what they're going to do between now and the next COD. Like, what could they possibly do? And more to the point, I think it's interesting, like, what are they going to break with Season 2 Reloaded in a couple of days? Like, when that actually comes out, I feel like they're just going to end up breaking half the game, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, what do you think is more disappointing? What do you guys think is worse? The fact that they didn't do anything for Shamrock and Awe for St. Patrick's Day this year in COD, or the fact that we've come to expect so little from the franchise that most of us didn't even notice? Oh, man, it's disappointing. Really, really, really disappointing. Again, with Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, just to quickly wrap up here, with that being the game, the first COD in a very long time that is going to be the only COD for multiple years, hopefully they actually do stuff in it. Hopefully the game actually has a solid launch. Hopefully it's actually good at launch. Hopefully they don't just take those 2 years to release, you know, all the content and instead just give us basically the most bare bones, minimalistic game they possibly can at launch, then slowly drip feed us content over the course of 24 months to make it feel like a complete game. No. Hopefully it feels like back in the day. Remember, like, the Black Ops 2 days, for example? You would just get the game, you'd boot it up, and you'd say, wow, there's tons of maps, there's tons of guns, there's a prestige system, there's master prestige, there's things to do, there's things to go for. Or even going back to more recent years, like games like Black Ops 4. I mean, Black Ops 4, for crying out loud, they even have, like, very many crazy events with they updated the entire Blackout map, which looked fantastic, and there was just so much to the older CODs, and then they just kind of forget about that year after year, which doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, with them getting rid of the annual release cycle, maybe stuff like this will change. Will it? I'm not holding my breath, but hopefully things will change in the future. But guys, that's it for this little video here today. Just let me know your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments about Shamrockina or the lack thereof in this year's Call of Duty. And stay tuned for more videos going up this week. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.